Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivijakacharya Astottara Shushima is divine grace. Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivijakacharya Astottara Shushima is divine grace. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Sri Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prayam Kao Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Sri Radha Krishna Gopakunda Shama Kunda Radha Kundagiri Govardhani Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Rantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Guru Bhagavatam. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharini Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatadesha Tarini.
Can we short introduction?
Huh?
Short introduction.
Yes, go ahead.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So we are very fortunate to have with us is Jivananda Prabhu. So let us welcome Prabhuji by 3 times chanting loudly Haribo! 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 So Prabhu is Prabhupada's disciple. Way back in 1973 he got initiated, and he is also initiating Guru in ISKCON. So we have all of the devotees who have come. Few devotees have come here. We are very fortunate to have with us. We are very fortunate to have them also with us. Let us welcome them also by chanting Haribo!
Haribo!
Prabhu preaches all over the world, especially preaches in United States of America and Southern America. And he's a very good personal spiritual counselor, and also he's a very renowned scholar. And he is very famous for in his classes. He helps devotees to develop love for Krishna. He emphasizes on the aspect of developing love for Krishna. And he is also he inspires devotees to help in the Prabhupada's mission by chanting Harinam Sankirtan and preaching all over the message of Krishna. So we are very fortunate to have with us here. Okay. So let us hear from him.
Hare Krishna. Let me see if I can live up to that introduction, huh? Turning up the heat.
Sorry.
I said I have to live up to that now. Thank you so much. This is such a breath of fresh air to see this beautiful community here. Here we are in Kolkata, And yet we look out the door and we see this beautiful property. This is wonderful. This is like being in Maya. This is like being in Gokul. You know, you expect to see Krishna and the cowherd boys outside stealing butter. So, is it verse 43 today? Okay. My vision gets kind of blurry, so I have to stumble through reading. So, well, maybe someone could do the Sanskrit for me, and then I'll try the English. There's some meds that I'm supposed to be taking, but would you do it? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Yasyanti pankajaraja shnapanam mahanto.
Yasyanti pankajaraja shnapanam mahanto.
Vanchanti umapatirivatmatamo pavate.
Vanchanti
Yad ambujakshanadadeya bhagat prasadam. Janyamasu prakatishan satajanma mishya. Yashyami pankajaraja shnapanam mahanto. Vanchanti umapatirivatmatamo pavate. Yanyam bujakshanadadeya bhagat prasadam. Janyamasu prakatishan satajanma mishya. Yasyanti pankajaraja shnapanam mahanto. Vanchanti umapatirivatmatamo pavate. Yanyam bujakshanadadeya bhagat prasadam. Janyamasu prakatishan satajanma mishya.
Yasangiri Panchati Anyone else? Yasya. Whose? Angri. Of the feet. Pankaj. Lotus. Rajaha. With the dust. Snapanam. Bathing. Mahantaha. Great souls. Vanchanti. Hanker after. Umapati. Lord Shiva. Husband of goddess Uma. Eva. Just as. Atma. Their own. Tamaha. Of the ignorance. Apahatye. To vanquish. Yarahi. When? Ambuja Aksha. O lotus-eyed one. Nalambiye. I cannot obtain. Bhavat. Your. Prasadam. Mercy. Jayam. I should give up. Asun. My life heirs. Brat. By austere penances. Krishan. Weakened. Shata. Hundreds. Janmavi. After lifetimes. Syat. It may be. Translation. O lotus-eyed one, great souls like Lord Shiva hanker to bathe in the dust of your lotus feet and thereby destroy their ignorance. If I cannot obtain your mercy, I shall simply give up my vital force, which will have become weak from the severe penances I will perform. Then, after hundreds of lifetimes of endeavor, I may obtain your mercy. So please repeat. O lotus-eyed one, great souls like Lord Shiva, hanker to bathe in the dust of your lotus feet, and thereby destroy their ignorance. If I cannot obtain your mercy, I shall give up my vital force, which will have become weak from this have become weak from the severe penances I will perform. Then, after hundreds of lifetimes of endeavor, I may obtain your mercy. Purport. The divine Rukmini's extraordinary benediction to Sri Krishna is possible only on the spiritual platform, not in the fragile world of mundane affection. Om Jantamarindasya Giranjana Shalakaya Chakshu Unmilitam Jayam Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Shtapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupadamayam Padanti Svapadanti. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopeksha Gopeka Kantavada Kantamustate Tapta Kanchan Gourangi Radha Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanustute Devi Pranamavi Hari Priye Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jivananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharini Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatati Shatarini. So once again the verse. O lotus-eyed one, great souls like Lord Shiva hanker to bathe in the dust of your lotus feet and thereby destroy their ignorance. If I cannot obtain your mercy, I shall simply give up my vital force, which will have become weak from the severe penances I will perform. Then, after hundreds of lifetimes of endeavor, I may obtain your mercy. So, this is an indication of some pretty strong dedication, wouldn't you say? So this is determination. It's not like, oh please, think it over, please give me your mercy. It's nothing like that. This is dedication. She's not wanting to leave any choice. You see? I mean, just listen. Oh, lotus-eyed Krishna. Oh, lotus-eyed one. Great souls like Lord Shiva hanker to bathe in the dust of your lotus feet, and thereby destroy their ignorance. So she's getting right to the point. You see? Right to the point. This is what I want. And she's also saying, I want it so bad that I won't be able to go on. I'm not going to be able to continue living. Isn't it? I want this so bad that if I don't get it, I don't see how I can maintain body and soul. Isn't it? So, this is not a casual prayer. It's not a casual request. It's more like a devotional demand. Isn't it? Give me this or else. I'll die. I'll die. I can't keep this together. If I cannot obtain your mercy, I shall give up my vital force. If I cannot obtain your mercy, then I can't continue to live. This reminds me of the attitude that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada had when he was approaching his guru. Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, "This is your guru." Gave him that instruction. You must take initiation from Gaura Kishore Das Babaji. And so Maharaj approached him. But he also didn't want to leave any room for negotiation. He wanted to let him know it was more like a demand, wasn't it? So where did he meet him? Where did he meet up? On a bridge. He caught him coming across the bridge. And he told him, if you don't accept me as your disciple, then I'm throw myself off the bridge. I have no reason to continue living. So if I can't do it this lifetime, then I'll have to try another one. So this is determination. Determination. Now, what kind of determination is it? Is this determination because I want something that's good for me? Like I want you to give me some fame, profit, adoration, distinction. So in other words, it's not like the prayers that we hear, oh dear Lord, give me daily bread. You know, that's a famous prayer. That's very pious. It's pious to know that God is the source of everything. And to approach God. Krishna sends 4 kinds of pious men approach me. Some of them just want money. Oh God, give me money. You have plenty. You're the source of, give me money. Some are just desperate. They're desperate. And they want to fix their own broken life. I don't know what else to do. You see? Some are just a little curious. Hey, what's this all about? You people seem to be having a great time. What is this all about? I'm just curious. And some are actually looking for the supreme absolute truth. Of course, those are the most pious. But Krishna says they're all pious. Even if you just want daily bread. That's pious. But this isn't a request like that. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta's request wasn't like that. It was out of love. It wasn't out of self-gain. Of course, anyone who would take such a guru would have some gain. What is that gain? I become a devotee of Krishna. I want to become a devotee of Krishna. That's an understatement. I have to become a devotee of Krishna. I have to do this. You see? This is dedication. Narrow-minded dedication. I'm not going to accept no for an answer. You must do this. You see? You must do this for me. I want to be a devotee of Krishna, and I'm coming to you. You can give me this. You see? It's not that, but if I have some famous guru, then I'll be famous. I want people to point to me when I walk by and say, oh, he's a disciple of this big guru. No, it's not fame or profit. You know, why? If I get some fame, maybe I can get some profit. They kind of go together a lot of times, don't they? If I get famous, then I can go into business, you know, and make lots of money. Or if I have this fame and profit, then I can get some maybe adoration. People will adore me, you see. And distinction. I'll be distinguished. Why? He's no ordinary disciple of some ordinary guru. I'm distinguished. Fame, profit, adoration, and distinction. Material motivations. You see, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta had no material motivation. He wanted to become a perfect devotee of Krishna. You see? So if you don't accept me, it's just like it's being stated here. Then I don't think I can keep body and soul together. I don't see any reason why I should. What are their names? Huh? Jai. They're very beautiful. There are some grihastas in Phoenix, Arizona, who have Gornitai similar. Ishwar Gauranga Prabhu and his wife, not as big, but they're marble and they're same pose. Very beautiful. So, we should be driven by this same conviction. We should develop this determination. Krishna, I want you. I don't want to be casual. I don't want to be your casual friend. I want to be lovers. You see? I actually want to be with you. Do you know that song by George Harrison? The Beatle? You know that song? What's it? My Sweet Lord? I really want to be with you. I really want to see you. You see? And George Harrison Prabhu was very good at the time of making you feel that he really wanted this. That's what made the song so popular. It was coming from his heart. I really want to see you. I really want to be with you. You see? So, this desire, determination, it's not like, well, I kind of like that. Maybe someday. You and I, huh? No. It's, I must. My heart is taken over. I'm feeling love for you, and I want to feel nothing but love for you. You see? So the devotee has to have this determination. And it comes with the process. In the beginning, we approach Krishna consciousness, and we're not here for anything other than our own benefit, isn't it? When I first heard this Krishna conscious philosophy, I thought this would be the best thing for me to do for me. This is great. I want to put this into my life for my benefit. I was thinking of myself. And you know what? That's all right. That's good. That's fine. But after you practice this process of chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Taking prasadam, serving the devotees, becoming friends with the devotees. As you do this process, if you're fortunate enough to where you can do this on a daily basis with Krishna's devotees, then the seed of devotion sprouts in your heart. And it's like a fire that starts to smolder, and starts to burn. This is love. It's a burning desire. First it starts out, I want this. Then, no, I really want this. And then it's, I must have it. So love will take over. So this desire to love Krishna, which comes through practicing this process, in the association of others who are getting this taste, you're going to help carry each other closer to Krishna. If you're loving Krishna, then it's going to infect me. I'll become infected by this disease of love of Godhead that you have. Isn't it like that? When you hear saintly people speak, they lift you up. You feel better, right? Your love for Krishna, your desire to serve Krishna for his benefit starts to grow more and more and more. It's all right in the beginning if you say, I want to do this for my benefit. I want to become a devotee of Krishna. Because it's good for me to go there to the local Vrindavan. That's good for me. Even when they think, I'm going to enjoy on a pretty high level. If I could get there, do you see those pictures? They're really, this is ecstatic. You know, I want to go there. I remember one of my sannyasi godbrothers, he was interviewed, very famous. I'm not going to mention his name because I wouldn't want to embarrass him, but this is the fact. They were asking different devotees, why did you become a devotee? What made you become a devotee? What was the prasadam? What made you? Oh, it was the chanting. Oh, singing, chanting Hare Krishna. And they asked Maharaj, and he was sannyasi at the time. He says, Maharaj, why did you become a devotee? And he said, to tell you the truth, it was the broads. The pretty girls. I'm in Times Square in New York City, and I hear this, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And I look, and here's these pretty girls. And they're singing. And then all these guys are playing instruments, but it was these pretty girls. And one of them handed me a book. What am I going to do? Sure, I'll take the book. Would you like to come back with us to the temple? Why, I'll go anywhere you're going. I mean, this is my lucky day. There must be a God. You know? So he went back to the temple, someone gave class. He thought, well, that makes a lot of sense. He asked some questions, got good answers. His eyes were open. After that, someone gave him a plate of prasadam, and he devoured it. It's the best tasting food he ever had. You see? Would you like more? Yeah, give me more. And when he's leaving, would you like to take some with you? Yeah, I'll take all you can give me. It was all because of the pretty girls. But as time passed, he met Srila Prabhupada. And Prabhupada told him, you're a good boy. Well, he wasn't a good boy. He was a bad boy. He was a very bad boy. Prabhupada said, you're a good boy. It was very nice that you've come here. And so he started to associate with the devotees and became a pure devotee. He made many, many devotees. He collected many, many millions of dollars and gave to Prabhupada. And there's one plaque on one temple in India that has his name on it. Thanks to, but that's a fact. He's attracted to the girls. You see, this is the best thing for me. And somewhere along the line, he met the pure devotee. He fell in love with Prabhupada. You know, I'll live my life for you. So that's the turning point, isn't it? I love you. I fall in love. I now, instead of me getting from you, having you enrich my life, I'm willing to give my life to you. I'll do anything you want. And Prabhupada is saying, I want to distribute these books. Oh, I'll dedicate my life. I need money for this India project. I will dedicate my life without thinking of my own gratification. You see? So, in the beginning, we may be attracted by thinking, this is good for me. This is what I want for me. You see? That makes sense. That's pious. That demonstrates good brain. You have enough intelligence to know that something might be good for you. for your own personal gain. That's good. Somewhere along the line, as we practice this bhakti yoga, we're going to fall in love. It's going to be that I'm doing this for the gratification of my beloved. In the beginning, I want to please me. Then I want to please Guru and Krishna. And all the devotees. I want to serve the devotees. We become selfless. Our self-interest turns into selflessness. I don't want to meditate on what I want. You see? And if we're fortunate, we'll get a burning desire to the point that we'll approach Krishna in this mood. My dear Lord Krishna, I have to do this. I have to do this. Not only is there no reason for me to continue living if I can't be your loving devotee, if I can't get your mercy, if I can't get the dust of your lotus feet, if I can't have that, then I'll cease to exist. I don't think I can maintain body and soul. This is a pretty deep statement. Would that actually happen if Krishna said no? Would you die? Maybe, with a broken heart. A broken heart can kill. It's possible. I've heard that it can, you see. Unfortunately for us, Krishna is not that kind of fellow, though. When you appeal to Krishna, and that way, if it's heartfelt, and dear Lord Krishna, I don't want anything but you. I want you. I tell people all the time when I'm speaking to them, if you want to speed things up in your devotional process, just tell Krishna, Krishna, I want you. Let's cut to the chase. You know that American term, cut to the chase? Let's get to the point. Krishna, I want you. You see, let me make myself perfectly clear. I want you so bad that I just don't see any future if I don't get you. I don't see any future for me. You see, some would call that tunnel vision. I'm seeing this one thing, and outside of that, nothing else exists. I'm not seeing anything else. Does that make any sense? This is having your heart stolen. This is a demonstration of sold out love. So when you get that feeling, do you think you don't already have Krishna? When you get to that point, don't you think that you've already won Krishna? What do you think could possibly make Krishna say no? No, just leave here. Security, come and take him out. No. Krishna is going to have tears of joy, and he's going to grab you. He's going to grab you. Because he wants to hear you say that. He wants to taste this mood. You see? You have love. It's your natural propensity as part and parcel of Krishna. This is what you, as a Jivananda, as a Jiva soul, this is what you do. This is what you do better than anything. You love Krishna. You see? You don't have to learn how to do it. It's your nature eternally. Now you may say, wait a minute, I don't have to learn how to love Krishna. No, you've loved Krishna to this degree for eternity. But you forgot. You focused on loving me. What can I do to gratify me? I want to enjoy. I want to enjoy separate from Krishna. So I become focused on that. And I become good. I become an expert at trying to enjoy separate from Krishna. I'm not enjoying separate from Krishna, but I'm good at trying. And I make myself crazy. Trying, suffering, deeper and deeper. More and more, I'm wanting to enjoy separate from the source of enjoyment. You see? It's bogus, it's illusion, it's upside down. It's math that doesn't work. You see? What if the scientists, you know how they do those big blackboard and they do the big equation? You've seen this one? Equals MC squared. It's all this stuff, So this calculation of yours that I will leave Krishna and I will enjoy separate from Krishna is math that doesn't work. That equation doesn't work. And you've been working on it for billions and billions of births. You've been trying to make it work. And you've been expert. You've become very expert at trying to make it work, but it's not doing very well for you, is it? I mean, once in a while, we'll get some enjoyment. I'll start to feel like I'm enjoying, But it doesn't work out. We find ourselves back in the same situation again and again. You see, it's a mistake. So, for us to feel pleasure, we have to get back to our own eternal proclivity. And that's loving Krishna to the degree that we don't want to do anything but please Krishna. Now, we get great pleasure from pleasing Krishna. But we don't want to please Krishna, so we get pleasure. We want to see him get pleasure. That is this kind of love that we're talking about. Does that make any sense? And we can already do it, but we have to forget this crazy math that we're working on. I tried, and I thought I could enjoy separately from Krishna. Maybe if I go back and try harder, maybe I need another degree. Maybe I need another girlfriend, more money. So we've been scheming for billions and billions of births how I can enjoy separate from Krishna. And we think sometimes that we're very good at it because we have a little bit of success. But it's just not working well for us. When we become spiritually intelligent, one of the first things we recognize is that we're suffering. You see? But we can actually get to the point where we forget that we are these bodies. Because we've been thinking, I am this body. We can forget that and start thinking of Krishna. I am eternally part and parcel of Krishna. I just have to be me. I just have to return to my natural position, a servant, lover of Krishna. Servant and lover of all Krishna's parts and parcels. You see? So we have to forget our crazy plan and make a sane plan to become ourselves. This is called self-realization. You realize yourself, and you're realizing Krishna as you realize yourself. The two go hand in hand. Find out who you really are. Stop trying to be who you're never going to be. You see? So, I'm going to pause and see if there are any questions, comments. Anyone? Yes?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
No, voice is audible. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Directly. I would like to thank you, Prabhuji, for giving such a beautiful topic to discuss. Actually, I have one small question. That so we understood that we are conditioned now. We are not able to love Krishna, and we are trying our best to love Krishna. So now the process of connecting back to Krishna, it appears to me that two processes are there. One is going against our nature and trying to go to the nature of Krishna, or maybe aligning our nature so that we dovetail and go to that nature where we are aspiring to be eternal servant of Krishna. So how a devotee approach should be? Is it that side or this side, or it's a mean path? I'm not able to understand that.
Yeah, I mean, the fact is we just want to wake up and become ourselves. We already love Krishna. The mistake is that I wanted to enjoy separately from Krishna. So I had to come to this place, this world, and to be here to work and to try to enjoy in this world. I need senses. Taste, smell, sight. I want to see beauty, smell beauty, give myself pleasure, and that comes through my five senses. If it's there and I can't perceive it through my five senses, it's not there. Now, for that to happen, I've got to have a body. I mean, it can be the body of a dog. The dog, he smells, he tastes, he sees. When he looks at the female dog, doesn't he think, oh, look, she's beautiful. You smell, ooh, that smells good, something to eat. Then he tastes, oh, it tastes so good. So, to do this insane thing that you're trying to do, you have to go away from Krishna, which is impossible because everything is Krishna's energy, but we want to get away. So you have to come into illusion. You see, first of all, you have to make the mistake of thinking, I want to get away from Krishna. Then you have to fall under the spell of the material energy. You have to fall in Maya. So now you've forgotten who you are, and you're trying to be somebody else. You're trying so hard. And you fall right into the plan of the material world. What's that? You want to enjoy separately from Krishna? Oh, here's some senses for you, and a body to go with it. You see? Does this answer the question? So it's not a question of I need to learn to love. We say that sometimes in the way it means, well, I want to learn to love Krishna. I want to go back to loving Krishna. You see? I want my position with Krishna back. It's not that I have to go be introduced to Krishna. Someone's gonna, oh, hey Krishna, I'd like to meet Prabhu here. Prabhu, this is Krishna. Well, you already know Krishna. For eternity, you've been intimate, very, very intimate with Krishna. When Krishna sees you, the real you, the eternal you, he's ecstatic. Oh, my beautiful beloved one. And you're unique from him. He's thinking, oh, he's beautiful too. Everyone is unique. Everyone's making their own unique contribution to Krishna's ecstasy. Krishna doesn't need us to be ecstatic, but we enhance his ecstasy. How does that work? How do you think that works? Because if you're the most beautiful and the most lovable object, wouldn't you want to be beheld? Wouldn't you want someone to say, you're the most beautiful? That enhances. You don't need it, but it enhances. And you're part and parcel of this beauty. So Krishna sees you. Oh, you're so beautiful. You see? It's reciprocal. So it's not a question of us learning something new. Does that make any sense? It's a question of getting back to reality, escaping Maya, escaping illusion, and getting back to reality. I want my person, my personality, I want it back. I want my relationship with Krishna back. You see? Now, how do we do? Part of what we're doing here is learning how to forget the material energy. And the real you is emerging. It's coming out. You see? But it's not like you go to school to be a chemical engineer. And when you go there, you don't know anything about chemical engineering, right? You're just learning. Well, this isn't like that. You already know it. You already have. This is what and who you are. See? You just have to get back what you've allowed to be covered over by illusion, believing that you're somebody or something, but you're not. So, is that the answer you were looking for? And to do that, we find other people, and they're trying to get back what belongs to them. Krishna belongs to you. He's yours. Krishna's with you as Paramatma, right next. You think you got away from Krishna, but Krishna didn't let you go alone. He came with you. You didn't see him, but you weren't looking for him. You were looking to get away. So Maya says, okay, I'll cast my spell, and now you've forgotten. You have to forget reality to be an illusion. Isn't it like that? You can't be in reality and in illusion at the same time. So you forgot reality, and we've been in illusion, thinking that we got away from God. But I mean, how many people do you think that there are in this world that are so good at getting away from Krishna that they're atheists? They don't even believe there's a God. They're convinced that there's no God. And then there are people who say, well, there could be. Maybe there's a God. I hope there's a God. You ever have somebody say that to you? You believe in God? Well, I hope so. I hope there's a God. Well, that's pious. But it's not a bullseye. You've got to know there's a God. Krishna wants you to know. Can you know God? Krishna says so in Bhagavad Gita, first verse of the 7th chapter. We practice this bhakti yoga, full meditation on me, the love and devotion, and you'll come to know me in full, free from doubt. So yeah, you can, because you already do. You're just Chintu Darpana marginal. You're cleaning away the mirror. And you, the real you, is coming out of this dirty mirror. That's why we chant. That's why we do devotional service. We're cleansing this away. That's why the devotees are so determined. You see, because the love is starting to grow, and we're wanting to please Guru and Krishna. Not for my benefit. Typically the devotee starts to think, I'm all right. What can I do for you? Oh, I don't need, I'm okay. I'm ready to serve. I'm not Mr. Needy anymore. Most people are very needy, aren't they? They feel, I need this and I need that. To be happy, I need and I need. The devotee doesn't think like that. I'm already happy. I'm part and parcel of Krishna. See? I've already won. I never lost. I never could lose. If you're part and parcel of Krishna, how could you possibly lose? Well, you wanted to get away from Krishna. So Krishna says, all right, I'll create illusion. I'll let you think that you're away from me. And you can go try to enjoy separately from me. You see? And so it's been a real fun trip, hasn't it? Of suffering again and again for the material world, birth, death, disease, old age. You see? So now we're getting the intelligence, the spiritual realization that we don't want to do this anymore. I want Krishna back. I want my love affair back. It's mine. I want it. You see? And I did it to myself. I can't say, oh, Maya tricked me. Maya tricked me, but I wanted her to. I wanted to get away from Krishna. You can't get away from Krishna. Krishna is everything. But I wanted that. So Krishna said, oh, here you go. I'll turn you over to my Maya. She'll convince you that you're away from me. Okay. Anything else? Are we running out of time? Yes.
Thank you very much for such a deep understanding.
I can't hear you.
Thank you very much for such deep understanding. I'm very thankful to you for such a deep understanding of this subject matter. And Prabhu, you were telling that like here we can see that desire of the devotee becomes stronger. Like first you told that he wants, then he really wants, and then he can't live without it. So I'm just thinking that how what it takes to actually enhance or increase this desire, because sometimes we can pass years also, but still we may not have that correct desire to actually please Krishna or love Krishna truly. So what it takes, if you can kindly explain.
How do we increase that desire? Is that your question?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's an intelligent inquiry. By doing it, let's say that you have never experienced gulab jamun. Have you tasted gulab jamun? Very nice, right? But can you imagine, and I've done this in the West, nobody knows what a gulab jamun is. except the devotees. So I've got this round, messy, sticky thing. It's weird. Well, there's nothing like it. You don't find, there's nothing like it anywhere. And I'm telling you that it's good. So how do I get you to believe me? You need to taste it. Nobody tastes a gulab jamun and says, "Oh." No, it's always, hey, that was good. It wasn't what I was expecting. Well, that's unique. That's really good. Do you have another one? You know? So Prabhupada used to do like that. He would give gulab jamuns to the Westerners. They didn't know what they were. They'd be all... There was this one man that I heard the story. It was in Prabhupada's room at 26 2nd Avenue. Prabhupada always kept a jar of gulab jamuns in his room. So this man was meeting with Prabhupada. He had come from work. He's got suit and tie on. And Prabhupada says, "Here, try this." So he handed this man this big gulab. And so the guy's got it. The juice is running between his fingers. Prabhupada says, "Taste. No, not like that. But huh? Don't. It'll get all over it. So it's okay. That's good. Prabhupada says, "Do you want another one?" "Oh, yeah." Then he's got it all over his, it's in his nice dress shirt, on his dress pants, and he wants another one, you see. So you have to do it. You have to taste the nectar, you see. And don't be afraid. Sometimes we're afraid because we know in our heart that this process of Krishna consciousness is going to take away my illusion. We know this. And so we kind of tap the brake a little bit. Let's slow this down. Because, I still might be able to learn to enjoy the material energy. But it's really looking good. This Krishna consciousness is really great. And it's like I can go there just like that. But I don't want to. No, this is great, I'll see you next Sunday. I'll come back and we'll do more of this, but I don't want to do it. Would you like to come every morning? Well, no, I'm too busy, but as you do it, you become, as you taste it, you become attached. First you become attracted, then you become attached. So you just have to do it, do the process. In the beginning, you may have to make yourself, because it's right, but that's not going to last for long. Pretty soon, you realize this is me. This is my life for 50 years. This is my life. These are my people. This is my family. You see? So we just have to do it. And don't expect that you're going to miss the material energy. Well, you'll forget about it. We're afraid of that. But you're going to forget all about it. When you have something that's better, then you forgot the things that are not better, isn't it? So, does that make any sense? Just do it. And it's okay to ask Krishna, please help me. So then Krishna sends Guru. And the devotees, you get association. The sadhus, the guru, they're going to have shastra. So, guru, sadhu, shastra, you can't miss. You will win. Guaranteed. Okay? I have to apologize. My mind is a little fuzzy because I haven't slept much in the last, 2 days? 4 days? Very little. So, anything else? Anyone else? Yes?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much for your wonderful class.
Speak loudly.
Thank you, Prabhu, for your wonderful class. So, Prabhu, my question is, how to become always conscious of our Sambandha Gyan or our relationship, whatever we are doing in Krishna conscious. Because many times we are doing the things, but we are forgetting that relationship with Krishna because of our conditioned nature. So please help me so that I can always be conscious.
How to be conscious of what?
Of our relationship with Krishna, as you were speaking.
You have to do it, like I was telling him. It's like how do you become conscious of your relationship with Krishna, isn't it?
Always.
You have to do this relationship with Krishna. You see? In other words, let's take it out of theory. So it's a theory, then we make a plan, and then we do some experiment to see if this plan works. And it does work, and so then we employ this plan. So we have to do it. And do it with high expectation. You know? Don't think like, this maybe isn't going to work. I might be wasting my time doing really intense devotional service. I might be wasting my time. Don't do that. No, this will work. Then you've got to become convinced that you are Sat Chit Ananda. You're eternal, you're full of knowledge, and you're entitled to be always blissful. You're entitled by God. You see, no one can take that away from you. You have to give it away. No one can take it from you. So you have to do it. And expect, Prabhupada said, expect miracles. And it's easy because I'm sure you've already been surprised, amazed at how you feel differently when you perform devotional service, right? You've already tasted this miracle. All of you have, I know you have. Otherwise, you wouldn't come here every day and sing and dance like this. You're getting this. You're tasting the Bhagavatam. You see? But yet, it's so different. It's a different taste than what I've had for all these billions of lifetimes when I'm trying to enjoy separately from Krishna. You know? And I keep thinking, I can do it. You know? So we have a tendency, first of all, nobody took it away from us, our love of Godhead. We gave it away. We were like, Krishna, I'll see you. I'm leaving. I'm going to go enjoy separately from you. I mean, to be honest with you, my dear Lord, I think I can be God too. I know I'm part and parcel of you. And you could be what's been holding me back. You see? So I go off. Self-interest. Prabhupada said that is the biggest enemy of the devotee. Self-interest. Now, in the material world, you need self-interest to get that degree, to get that job, to get that wife, that husband, that car. Self-interest will make you successful. Any sane materialist will tell you that, right? And if you can use whatever success or wealth that you get to become a better devotee, some people do. Krishna doesn't want you to starve. What did Krishna give Sudama? Immense wealth. This is your birthright. It's the right of the soul. There is no birth, but this is your right. You see? So, but we decided we were going to abandon it and go do it on our own. So that maybe I can show that I'm God too. I'm a little envious. So all we have to do is just do the process. It works. We have to have full faith. And we need to expect it to work. I love Krishna. I know I do. Intellectually, we can understand that. It's the only thing that makes sense. I love Krishna. I always have. And the only thing that's separating me from tasting that is my attempt to love myself. And many people nowadays, when I'm preaching in different parts of especially America, some people say, what I think we really need is to learn to love ourselves. That's a fact. If we can just learn to love ourselves, that'll give us this happiness that you're talking about from God consciousness. No, that's what got you messed up to begin with. You see? How can you not love yourself? You're part and parcel of the most lovable object. So we need to get over ourselves. You're lovable. You, the real you, you're lovable. You're so lovable that you enchant the source of love. It's not like that when you go back home, back to Godhead, that Krishna's not going to notice you. Like you go to a big football game, and the stars are on the field playing. They're famous football stars, soccer. And then you're in the stadium. And there's hundreds, thousands of people there. And you're way in the back. And those stars, they never notice you. Right? It's not like that. That's material consciousness. Krishna knows you intimately for eternity. And he's just wanting to get his relationship with you back. And really, that's all you want. You just have to do that. Krishna, I want it. I demand it. Please help me, Krishna. So we have to be sincere that I want to let go of these attempts to enjoy separately from Krishna. I want to let that go. And put that behind me. So we have to taste that voluptuous. And then it just starts pulling us. We're intelligent. You have this cheat. You're full of knowledge. We, the living entities, the parts and parcels of Krishna, we're no idiots. Well, we're the most intelligent. So we know what's best for us. We know what's good. But we were in the habit of pursuing that which doesn't even exist. That's cuckoo. We've been crazy for a long time, birth after birth. Some people, when I'm preaching, they'll say, well, but I believe in reincarnation, so if I don't get happiness in this lifetime, well, at least I'll be born again. I'll get another chance. Well, that's foolish. I'm chasing my enjoyment so much that I'm not using any intelligence. Who wants to be born again? That means you have to die again. And in between the birth and the death, there's disease. Disease is not good. Who is free from disease? How do you get free from disease? Science thinks they can do it. They can't do it. And if you escape disease, for the most part, you go to the gym and you work out and you eat only organic food and you get real healthy, run 5 miles a day, you don't eat any sugar, and you get to live longer. What is the reward? You get old. Old age is not fun. I couldn't even make it from the house up there to the temple. I thought I could. I was telling, hey, I told Prabhu last night, no, we'll walk. Dude, we'll come and get you. No, I couldn't see the place. He was showing me, yeah, we'll walk that. You know, old age is not fun. I don't recommend it to any of my friends. Because you think you can do it. You know, and I realized as we got by the front gate, no, this isn't going to work. You know, I can try to be determined, but this isn't going to work. Let's do this the right way. Let's see. Maybe in a day or two, I could walk a little further. You know, being on an airplane for 28 hours, I think we were traveling 20. You know, as you get older, it's harder. So even if you do extend your life by taking all kinds of supplements and working out and doing yoga. In the West, people want to do yoga so that they can enjoy more. Stretch, feel good. But you cannot escape old age. Old age is never graceful. Even if you handle it well for a while, it's going to win. So go through it one last time. One more time. Make this your last time to go through old age. Make this death your last death. Because no more birth. Yes, my dear friend, you stay in your reincarnation, birth after birth. I'm going home. Let's see. Does that answer the question? All right. Anybody else? Yes? She demanded Krishna. I'm glad that you brought this up because I was getting a little off the verse. You know, my head is so cloudy. You know. She wanted Krishna, but this is the real you that I'm talking about. You want Krishna to this degree, to this level. You want Krishna that badly. You're just thinking that you're attracted to some other things. You see? Rukmini was not attracted to anything with Krishna. Right? Radharani was not attracted to anything with Krishna. You, in your natural, eternal form, you're not interested in anything but Krishna. Does that answer your question? It's like when, the moon, the one side of the moon is facing the sun, and it's bright. And then behind, it's dark. The dark side of the moon, So when you're facing Krishna, you're facing everything. And behind you is nothing. Illusion. You can imagine that it's there. You can hope that something is going to be there. You can dream that something is going to be there. There's nothing there. Nothing. There's just you and Krishna. Him and Krishna. Us and Krishna. The value of the other living entities increases billions and trillions of times when you realize that they're an intimate servant of Krishna, an intimate lover of Krishna. You see? So what does that do for your self-image? If you realize that you are an eternal, intimate associate of Krishna, well, that should make your self-image pretty good. You don't need counseling. This is the counseling. Here's your counseling. You see what I mean? It's just this realization of the self. And you have this burning desire that Rukmini Devi has. This is your nature. And if you had not come to the world of illusion, why, you would fully know that. You see, that this Krishna consciousness is just awakening what we already know. It's awakening feelings we already feel for Krishna. And at some point, we're gonna demand it too. I want you, Krishna. I can't go on. I can't go any further. I can't go on without you. Because I've realized who we are. It's not just he. It's we, me and Krishna, us and Krishna. Think about what we are with Krishna. Then you see the cowherd boys dancing with Krishna as they're taking the cows out. That's you. That's you. You belong in that picture. You see, that's you. So if I can come to realize that, not just believe it, but realize it, and practice that, I don't think I'm going to need any counseling to make me know myself better, or self-image. Well, I'm part and parcel of Krishna. That should give you the biggest confidence. I mean, the biggest confidence. I was going to say the biggest confidence in the world, but the biggest confidence outside the world. I'm part and parcel of Krishna. And maybe you can think that when someone is trying to push you around. He doesn't realize I'm part and parcel of Krishna. If he only knew that I'm part of it. You know who you're messing with? I'm part and parcel of Krishna. You see? Once you get that confidence, nothing can stop you, nothing can slow you down. There will be no impediments, but there may appear to be impediments because Krishna will want to test you. Why not? It's part of you demonstrating your love to Krishna. Isn't that sweet? When someone that loves you demonstrates that they love you, that's even better than saying that I love you, isn't it? So Krishna may send some little test. And your attitude is, look, I'm part and parcel of Krishna. I only want Krishna. And I demand, I'll settle for nothing less than Krishna. So then, now that we've got that out of the way, when do you want Krishna? Now. You see her attitude? Now. Right here, right now. You see? Krishna, I want you. Does that answer your question? Good questions. These are great folks. Most of the fun in the class is in the questions, isn't it? Am I keeping them up too long? Sometimes I get accused of keeping people up too late because we get off on this. It's kind of hard to stop. But we're going to have to stop pretty soon because my old body is trying to tell me a few things. So let's wrap it up here. Is that okay? I think I'm going to give class again tomorrow. Is it? So we'll do more questions tomorrow. And maybe even later if we meet up. I don't know what the rest of the day is going to look like. I don't know if I'm going to be awake. Do you have evening programs? Huh? Yeah, but any Harinam? Huh? Gorarti. What time?
6:30.
6:30. When we offer light deep to 7? Okay, so 6:30 and then deep at 7. Okay. So thank you all so much for letting me come here and associate with you, giving me your kindness. The magic of associating with Krishna's devotees is I get to see you being devotees. I get to see you being attracted to Krishna. And it helps. It helps me. This is the process. We need to associate with each other, doing just what we're doing. So thank you all so much. All glories to Sri Prabhupada.